Good evening, I'm Danny Weaver. This week in the news, we experienced changes in America, from a new president to the return of Taco Bell's cheesy potatoes. But what did we experience at EdTech? From mysterious houses in the teacher's parking lot to the competitions that our students are involved in, we bring you the latest of EdTech on this edition of The Edge. COVID has turned this year upside down, shutting businesses down and even closer to home, shutting down some of our most beloved things at the EdTech Center. The Edge's Gavin Fisher takes a look at what we miss most.
Hi, I'm Gavin Fisher, reporting for The Edge. I'm here in front of EdTech's beloved Bodega, a place that many used to look forward to visiting on break, a place that has sadly been shut down since last March.
We can't sleep, eat, or drink. We just miss the Bodega.
And it's not only the patrons. The Bodega staff have been hit hard.
We can't eat. We have no food.
Hopefully it's back by this time next year.
The Bodega is on our hearts this year, though it is not alone. Many students still deal with the grief over the loss of the culinary cart. It is clear that we here at EdTech may never truly get over these losses, but we can always look forward to the reopening. From The Edge, I'm Gavin Keith Fisher.
Here at EdTech, two of our very own instructors have won awards for their excellence in teaching. We here at Edge would like to congratulate both Mrs. Ross and Mrs. Sullivan for their great achievement, and we hope to see more EdTech representation in the coming years.
All of my students hold a special place in my heart, and I guess it's a feel-good award. I know that I work very hard with my students that do have special needs. So it touches my heart to be recognized.
I'm just so honored. I love my job. I love making a difference in the lives of students, and to be acknowledged for that, it just means the world to me.
While the teachers at EdTech get the recognition they deserve, the students are also fighting for a bit of the fame. Our Edge's Tony O'Rourke takes a look at the competitions that our students are competing in.
Marketing and entrepreneurship, ITnet, culinary arts, and DMA have all had competitions recently. Tegan O'Brien from the business class competed for the professional selling event in the Decca District 1 competition.
It went really well. I got great feedback from the judges, and I tri-medaled and qualified for our state conference.
Culinary has a competition coming up, but this year is going to be different.
We are going to be judged on the process of how we made everything, and this year we have scaled back what we are making because we are no longer decorating a cake.
And ITnet and many of their students compete in a variety of competitions.
I think it went well. I knew all my answers on the concepts, but the programming, you had to write it out.
The DMA classroom competed in the video production team and the news broadcast team for BPA. They each took home first place and are moving on to states. And we wish everyone luck and hope they do well in the competitions. Reporting for The Edge, I'm Tony O'Rourke.
After this break, The Edge takes a peek at Collision's sweet hot rod and the mystery of the Phantom House. Auto and Collision Repair Classroom has picked up a slick new project. The students are working to restore a gorgeous 1973 Corvette. The class began the project in January, with the second-year students leading the charge.
The kids working on the Corvette is me, Trevor, Harley, Jacob, and Frank.
So the Corvette's color choice was chosen by the owner. It's going to be, for the most part, orange, and then it's going to have some white accents on it, so more or less it'll have a white racing stripe. This is the center for kids to make mistakes, learn from those mistakes. So we've definitely done that on this project.
Mr. Childers and his class hope that the project will be done in late January. Next, we send an investigative team to solve a mystery that has surfaced here at EdTech. The Edge's Autumn Hartwell and Allison Mitchell take a look at the peculiar case of the house in EdTech's teacher's parking lot.
The house that construction built has resided at EdTech since last spring and has finally moved in November 2020, about 20 feet west into the staff parking lot. I had my partner, Allison Mitchell, stand where the house used to reside. Hi, Ellie.
The house at the construction classroom built in 2019 and 2020 school year has been sitting at EdTech for a few months short of a year. And since it has recently been moved into the staff parking lot, Autumn and I have set out to discover a few unanswered questions about the house itself. Mr. Smith, the instructor of the construction class here at EdTech, oversees every transaction surrounding the house. He had some valuable information regarding the situation it is currently in.
The house is in the parking lot because last year COVID delayed us. And the new owner was delayed in getting their basement in. And Detroit Edison is also late in issuing permits to move the house. So COVID's kind of put a damper on moving that house. So we moved it in the parking lot so we could start the new house.
Where it's going is a good question. However, Mrs. Bond might have an idea for that.
I would like the house. I'd like to take the house with me.
The house has been sitting in the parking lot for a while. That brings the question of who could possibly be living in this house.
Nobody.
Oh, I am certain, not think. I know Mr. Nager is currently living in the home. So that's why he's here so early in the morning, because he lives here.
Now, let's find out who actually lives in this house.
Oh, hey guys. What are you doing here?
I guess we know who lives in the house now. The house is finally gone. Made the parking lot go back to normal, but stay tuned to see the new one that this year's construction class is working on.
Reporting for The Edge, I'm Autumn Hartwell. And I'm Allison Mitchell.
Very, very spooky, ladies. I'm glad that we got to the bottom of it. That is all for this edition of The Edge, but we will be back soon with more updates on the goings-on around EdTech. Good morning from us here at The Edge. Oh, and if we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.